charts, news releases. Where can I get quotes?
Alright, let me make sure that this is working. Kind of looks like. There's my notification. Alright. Alright, welcome everyone. Sorry about that. Sometimes the notification is a little slow, but, well, I will, Stacks of Trade is live now. Let me get there. Where did that little pop-up come from? That was kind of cool. Now, how do I get back there? Videos. Well, I'm assuming I'm live. I got the notification on my phone. So, I will, I guess I'll go, even though I'm not seeing it on my YouTube here. So, sorry about the rocky start, my friends. Welcome back. So got a lot to go over tonight. I'm just gonna kind of go. I don't see the chat, so I'm gonna try and get in there. Give me a second, but I see people watching, so everything must be working. But I don't know why I don't see the video. So I might, I'm gonna quit screwing around here. If I can't get in the live, I won't be able to do Q&A. But I gotta believe it'll come up at some point. Videos. Well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go to work. Welcome back, everyone. Lot to go over tonight, and let's get started. I'm gonna quit screwing around with trying to see the chat. If I can't see the chat for whatever reason, sorry, but I'm guessing at some point in the webinar I'll be able to. So let's begin at the top. You know, the goal every week is to go over the watch list. Stock, you know, the overall markets are currently red. Still getting a lot of bad coronavirus news, man. It, you know, it's definitely concerning. The coronavirus stuff just doesn't seem to be fading news-wise. So, I mean, I still kind of look, I kind of feel like there's a good possibility that we will see a secondary coronavirus run. We had one about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Since then, they've kind of settled down. But, man, it just feels like with this news flow, we could definitely get a secondary run out of them. So markets are red. I mean, not terribly red. I mean, I think the SP or the Dow Jones is down like 60 points last time I checked, which, you know, I mean, most of you I'm sure know, you know, the Dow was trading at 29,000 something. Being down 60 points is definitely not the end of the world. But, so anyway, we do have a coronavirus play. That's definitely a theme I want you to keep an eye on. And we've got a list. You know, I've shared a list with you guys several times of an entire coronavirus stock list. We go over it in Stocks of Trade Pro pretty much every day. I think we've got, like 28 stocks on this list now. But most of them have done nothing the last week. I mean, full disclosure, most of these did absolutely nothing. But it's something that you definitely want to keep an eye on. All right, let's get to the watch list. Space, the first one, SPCE. Man, I talked about this in Stocks Trade Pro on Friday, man. This just feels like, I mean, it really feels like Tesla 2.0. I mean, you know, it's so why do I call it Tesla 2.0? First of all, the chart. I mean, the chart reminds me of Tesla. I mean, look at this thing going back to December. I mean, look at that breakout right there in the 9 and then broke out again at 12. Look at that breakout right there. Jeez, that's pretty. But anyway, this might be one of the strongest stocks out there, grinding higher for basically 3 months now. I mean, most of December, all of January, and 2 months. I guess we're halfway through February. But for 2 months, just constant grind higher, and then went parabolic on Friday. And look at that. 40, 50 million shares traded on Friday. Huge. And so why do I call it Tesla 2.0? Cool technology. Has a billionaire behind it. I mean, you've got, obviously Tesla's Elon Musk. SPCE has Richard Branson. Crazy volume. Huge breakout. And it's heavily shorted. I mean, there's a lot. I can't believe something that blows me away. The amount of people that will set like especially like Thursday and Friday, the amount of people that were bashing Virgin Galactic. I'm like, and then saying they're going to short it and stuff. I'm like, I don't understand. We're in the wildest bull market ever. And you're trying to short the strongest stock in the market? I mean, listen, all stocks pull back at some point, okay? So, there's always profit taking, there's always consolidation. At some point, space is going to pull back. But you're seriously out here trying to short, maybe the strongest stock in the market on the day it traded 50 million shares? Don't you have something better to do with your life? Short some stock that has the exact opposite chart of space. I call them the front side heroes, man. I can't believe the amount of people that want to get that front side. Wait, once this thing starts fading, once it puts in a red day, okay. Try the first red day pattern. But you're going to try and short this on Friday? So anyway, I think this gaps up tomorrow, and I think it's in play all week. Next is IMGN, earnings winner. Another pretty chart. This thing broke out above that $6 area. This was an area back. Let me jump back to the 2-year chart. So this broke that key level going back to, 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, year and a half, October 2018, tons of resistance at 6. What happened last week? Earnings, earnings, and look at the volume. If there's one thing you're going to learn on these sessions is, for lack of a better term, especially when it comes to these swing trades, it's not rocket science. It's not, okay? If you're trying to overcomplicate things right now, listen, I'm not saying every breakout works, but you've got a technical breakout going back a year and a half. You've got good earnings, and and again, we're in a crazy bull market. And the volume. It's not, you don't need to look for 500 different variables, man. Price, volume, simple support and resistance. And then look at the overall market. Now if the market crashes tomorrow, if 10,000 people die from coronavirus and the markets all get destroyed, well, obviously IMGN will probably fade back. But let's assume the markets don't get destroyed tomorrow. This is just a beautiful breakout, earnings winner, high volume. And I know I'm being repetitive, okay? If you're like, Tim, you just said this 3 times. I said it 3 times for a reason. Don't overcomplicate stuff. Let me see if my chat's working yet. Yes. All right. I can get in chat. There. Cool. Okay. So now that I can get in chat, a couple things I do want to go over. Free webinar with Mike Huddy and I Wednesday night. Hello everyone. Hello Tesla. I mean, hello Tim. Razzie P knows what a Tesla bull I am. Thank you, Razzie P. I might change my name to Tesla. Tesla Bohen. Ooh, I like the ring of that. Anyway, Wednesday night, Mike Huddy and I. Mike Huddy's more of a short bias trader. I'm more of a long bias trader. It's a free webinar Wednesday night at 8 p.m. The link is in chat. Definitely check that out. I mean, it's free. Free as in beer. You can't beat it, baby. Also, speaking of free, I talked about this last week, and I think I forgot to put the link in chat. I've got a new ebook out. Okay, this is now keep in mind it's free. It's not 10,000 pages. This ebook kind of reminds me of the rant I just went on. Okay, this market we're in, and I know I already said it. You don't have to look for all this minutia. Keep things simple. That's what this ebook is. It's free. Check it out. I enjoyed doing it. It's short. It's concise. It's free. Woohoo! I see someone said they read Brian Shannon's book. William, I read the book Technical Analysis Using Multiple Time Frames by Bill Shannon. Excellent book. William Shep. Yes. Every one of you, every single one of you should read Brian Shannon's book. It is, I bought it. I still have it. It's over there on the shelf. I bought it 10 years ago and I still refer to it. On that note, nice segue, William Shep. Perfect setup. William Shep's my boy. So I was going to talk about the podcast. The cool thing is Brian Shannon, we're interviewing him on Wednesday. So awesome. Looking forward to that. I've never met Brian. Man, I've been around. I've been around penny stocks forever. I pretty much quote unquote know everybody, but I've never met Brian. So I'm really looking forward to that on Wednesday. Now, keep in mind the podcast won't be out for a couple weeks, but just keep an eye out for it. Subscribe to Steady Trade on your iTunes or on your Android. When it lands, you'll get it. So anyway, it was just funny that William Shep brought up the book. So Bugetto Star 98 says I love to eat red meats and eggs. You're my boy too, Bugetto. Anton Wilson says STT team are the goats. Thanks for all the free material. Awesome. And William Shep's reading The Fountainhead. Beautiful. Love it. So, one more link. We are talking about the watch list tonight. Let me get back to that. Watch list link is in chat. So, we went over Space. We went over IMGN. Next is Bloom. BE. Bloom. Interesting. This has been a favorite of mine for several months now. This was a nice breakout. It filled a gap back here in November and been grinding higher for all the way since the New Year. So it broke out New Year's Eve. Broke out of that 7 level. Now, this is one I definitely want you to be careful with, okay? And let me explain why. So, great chart. They got a really cool technology. So check out Bloom. Go to their webpage. It is bloomenergy.com. Check them out. They do. So many of you know, if you've been on these webinars, I'm very bullish green energy. Okay, I'm very bullish electric cars, solar, wind. Now, I always want to explain why I'm bullish, okay? You could probably I got 11 years, I got like 12 years of tweets, okay? You can go to twitter.com/tbowen, and I've been on Twitter since 2008, all right? I wasn't always bullish green energy because we never had the storage technology, okay? I've told this story before. I remember being in elementary school in the 80s, and we got solar panels on the school. It was literally like a year later, they shut the things off. They quit using them because they were, you only got energy when the sun was shining, and it just became a hassle because you didn't have the storage technology. So what Bloom does is they address that. They basically, it's kind of cool. I think of them as like battery servers. So like you've got this bank and you can plug in more batteries. So anyway, cool technology. Now, cool technology and a breakout. Now, why are we mostly interested in this? There was a short seller hit piece on this last week, okay? Accusations of fraud. Now, I want you to be very careful with Bloom, but it's an interesting one to watch because I'm telling you, the last few years, so many of these huge runs have been started when these hit pieces come out. Because what happens, I'm going to go back to Tesla. But, you guys, hopefully you know your stock market history. The whole short squeeze started on Tesla right here. I got the business week from, a month ago. And because all these short seller reports came out, newbie traders shorted these strong charts and got destroyed. So there was a hit piece on Bloom, some serious accusations, talk of fraud, misstating revenue, stuff like that. But guess what? What did Bloom do on Friday? Closed at the high of the day. The hit piece came out earlier in the week. Let me show you a 5-day chart. Hit piece, big gap down, right here. Here's when the hit piece came. Went from 10 to 7. And then what happened Friday? It came all the way back and closed 50 cents higher than when the hit piece came out. Okay? That's telling you something. What's that telling you? Buyers are still in control. And we've seen this so many times over the last few years. Where these hit pieces create a short-term drop, but then create a long-term squeeze. So definitely keep an eye on BE. Like I said, closed Friday 50 cents higher than before the hit piece. We live in unique times. GNPX. So GNPX, the top low floater, this traded 84 million shares on Friday. This was on our watch Tuesday, okay? This little bit of a gap up Tuesday morning from 130 to 170. Went sideways for 2 days, broke out Thursday, and then exploded from 3 to 6 on Friday and still closed at 4. This closed up basically 250% for the week. And traded 84 million shares. Now, only buy strength. Only look for those continued breakouts. This isn't a dip buy. Sketchy company. Very sketchy, okay? But you can't, and I know I'm kind of stuck on this tangent tonight, but you can't deny price action and volume. 84 million shares. Average volume is 4 million. So that's 20 times average volume on Friday. You need to watch this. Last one is my favorite coronavirus play, go back to the beginning. I want to be clear. I am not in love with these coronavirus plays. But, man, read the news. I mean, it's bad. So, this is my top. I felt like I had to put a coronavirus play on the watch list, just because. I did the watch list Sunday, and I'm looking at the news, and I'm like, man, there's got to be some movement here. So that's why I chose CODX. Remember, there's 28 of them out there, or there might be more. I just got 28. I got 28 on my list. Hell, there might be more out there for all I know. So, last link is definitely check out Stocks and Trade Pro. I've done 1,900 webinars. I go live tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be live at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and 3:30. So if you're looking for a mentorship program, check out Stocks and Trade Pro. And let me do some Q&A here. So thank you for all the kind comments. We appreciate you. Love the live stream. Thank you. Yeah, Bugetto, again, check out the link right here for the book. Like I said, it's short. It's not like, it's not like the be-all, end-all to trading, but it's good. Penny Stocks, I just dropped the link to the book. Awesome. Charles Godfrey, I'm so stoked. Trading with real money. Thanks to you, Steven, Gratani, Sykes. My goal is 5% a day. Awesome. Wanted to ask about Fidelity. Do you know anything about them? Fidelity's great. Charles. Any one of the big name brokers, you're good to go. I don't use Fidelity. I used to use Thinkorswim back in the day, or wait, TD Ameritrade bought them. But again, I've never used Fidelity. But they're a huge broker. You can't go wrong. What do you think about Sprint merging with T-Mobile? There's no trade there. Aaron Wilson says, do you like ACB? Aaron Wilson, I hate weed stocks right now, Aaron. Sorry. So, Aaron, I'm not bashing your stock, but weed stocks suck right now. Every time it looks like weed stocks are going to do something, they gap up in the morning, they fade all day, and then they gap down the next day. So, Aaron, I'm sorry, but I hate weed stocks right now. Someday they'll come back. Are there scanners with stocks to trade? Yes, Soundbreak, hundreds of them. Can you set stop limits on swing trades? Yes, Tony Torres. Google stop limit orders. That's one of the best way. How old is too old for news to be relevant or irrelevant? DP, for what we do, we're DP, welcome aboard. Most of what we talk about here is very short term, okay? Most of what we're talking about in these videos are day trades, or maybe multi-week, multi-day swing trades. So the answer, DP, would be, about a week, Because remember, like I said, we're not on this video, on these videos, it's mostly day trading or short-term swing trading. So anything over a week is just kind of old, so... Awesome, Jason Stevens, up to podcast 90 in a few weeks. Is there an SET boot camp coming up? Yes, Tony. Tony, actually, and everyone, if you're curious about the boot camp, we will be talking about that Wednesday night. So I would say, jump in that webinar Wednesday night. We'll be talking about the next boot camp. All right, I think I'm caught up. All right, everyone, thank you. Good stuff tonight. Like I said, check out the book, check out the podcast, check out the free watch list, check out Stocks to Trade Pro, jump in the webinar Wednesday night. Short the market because of coronavirus? Not yet, wrongster. So, our cryptocurrency is a hot sector, not in the stocks, Allende. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, Allende. Now, Bitcoin's been pretty active. Ethereum's been pretty active. But the Bitcoin stocks have been pretty slow. So, Trader Blueprint. I'll post the book one more time. Check it out, guys. All right. Have a great night, everyone. Busy day for me tomorrow. I got 3 webinars tomorrow. I'm excited to get the market open. I mean, like I said at the beginning, we're red a little bit, but we probably go green. So, all right. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for the great questions. Thank you for being here, and we will hopefully see you Wednesday night. If not, I'll see you next Monday night.